Oh, guys, what's up? It's a Culture Detective here investigating your favorite albums, and today I'm going to be doing my second review of the day while I have time, and that is the new Little Simz album, No Thank You. So, yeah, Little Simz, British rapper, she's back with a new album last year, and of course, I didn't have time to review it. I didn't even have time to listen to it, in fact, because I was just so busy with everything in life. But Little Simz has been one of the best rappers that the UK and the whole world has to offer in the last few years. The album Grey Area is amazing, a lot of great tracks, and what topped it off is Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, which might be one of the best rap albums of the decade so far, if not at the end of the decade, because this is a huge, ambitious concept album with some of the most gorgeous, lavish beats, huge concepts, crazy ass orchestral cinematic production. Little Simz really peaked here, and I hope she tops it off somehow. But yeah, we have a new album, No Thank You, and yeah, a few people may think, oh my god, Little Simz is gonna like top it off somehow, and she didn't, because that's really not the point. Of course, after something as big as Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, Little Simz has to follow it up with something softer, mellower. In a way, No Thank You is the Call Me If You Get Lost to Igor. And this is less ambitious, more loosely stringed, but it's still solid in its own ways. It still has really well written tracks with really well produced beats, with really great deliveries, with really well written lyrics. So, yeah, album opener, Angel. We have lyrics about the music industry and her influence and her place at the industry. The vocals are really nice, but the beat is just kind of okay. It has a chilled, peppy drum loop mixed with some stripped back angelic vocals. Kind of a sleepy opener, not gonna lie. And then that is followed with Gorilla, which is a funny, braggadocious track with heavy bass and horns, very funny violins as well. Funny violins, that's right. Um, yeah, there are these really sort of braggadocious, over the top violin swells in the track that actually add to the pompous vibe that this track goes for. And Lil Sim's delivery is so sharp and witty, it's awesome. The next track, Silhouette, sounds like a introvert's B-sides, but it's still freaking amazing. Lyrically, Little Simz talks about her and her music being limited and boxed in by all the contracts and deals. And I like the lyrical topic, and that's sort of a lyrical topic that sort of strings through the entire album. We have some creative synths, some beautiful vocal passages. I love the rolling drums. I love how dramatic the instrumentals are. And then afterwards we have No Merci, or No Mercy, double entendre. And again, lyrically, she raps about how her music is being taken advantage of. And that being said, though, the orchestral bits are fine, but the beat is kind of muffled. It's kind of just all right. The track X has a loose drum beat and some moody choral vocals in the back, but it does get a little stale because the track is 6 minutes long. And then we have Heart on Fire, which is a low-key track with downtrodden guitars and drums. We have some really well-written lyrics about how the industry is churning her out. Tall glass windows and men in suits, sort of, making more deals and more contracts. And that is followed with Broken, which is 7.5 minutes long. It is about stress, mental health, being part of a community that is not seen, being black in the UK. And not only is it lyrically really well written and honest and emotional, but also instrumentally, the orchestral arrangements are really dramatic. I love the epic cinematic choir vocals, it just comes together really well. And then the album ends off on three pretty weak tracks, unfortunately. We have Sideways, which is a really short, brief, little chipmunk soul track. It's kind of forgettable. And the track Who Even Cares is an R&B track with some auto-tune vocals and compressed keyboards. kind of a weird detour, and it doesn't really work out all that well. She tried something similar on Introverts, and that worked really well, but it just doesn't really work out here, unfortunately. And the album ends off with Control, which is a drumless track with emotional pianos, some gospel chord progressions, noisy harmonies, and it's kind of a mild, mundane ending to the album. So yeah, overall, I think this is still a very solid album with some amazing production and lyrics, but it is not as strong as Introverts, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine. And I'm feeling a light 7 out of 10. So, have you given the new Lil Simz album No Thank You a listen? Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.